What's the most chaotic thing that happened when your parents stepped away for just a moment? When I was 10 years old, my parents made the mistake of leaving me and my 8-year-old sister Emma in the car while they ran into the grocery store for milk. 5 minutes, they said. Just 5 minutes. They locked the car, turned off the engine, but left the keys dangling in the ignition because the parking lot was safe, and we were good kids who never caused trouble. I was bored out of my mind sitting in that hot back seat. No AC, no music, just me and Emma arguing over who got the last fruit snack. That's when I noticed those shiny keys just hanging there, practically calling my name. I'd watched my dad start the car 1,000 times. Turn the key, engine starts, simple as that. Emma was whining about being hot, so I figured maybe I could turn on the AC. I climbed over the center console and grabbed the keys. Just a little turn to get the electronics working. Nothing crazy. The dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree, and Emma squealed with excitement. "Do it more, Dylan!" she screamed, bouncing in her seat. So I turned it further. The engine roared to life, vibrating through the whole car. We both froze for a second. Then Emma started clapping like this was the best show ever. I tried to turn it back off, but in my panic, I grabbed the gear stick instead. The car lurched forward with this horrible grinding sound. We were moving, slowly at first, just creeping across the parking lot. But then I felt gravity take over as we rolled down a slight slope toward the shopping carts. I grabbed the steering wheel with both hands, trying to keep us straight, while Emma went from excited to terrified in about 2 seconds. The car picked up speed, heading directly for this massive rack of shopping carts. The crash was deafening. Metal screaming against metal as we plowed through those carts, sending them flying in every direction. They scattered like bowling pins, slamming into parked cars and setting off a symphony of car alarms. A few carts rolled under other vehicles, and I watched in horror as one dented the door of a brand new truck. But the worst part? In my complete panic, I stomped down hard on what I thought was the brake pedal. It was the gas. The car shot forward like a rocket, engine roaring louder than ever. We smashed through another cart, nearly clipped some guy pushing his groceries who dove out of the way, screaming words I wasn't allowed to say. People were pulling out their phones, recording everything, some laughing, others looking absolutely furious. A woman was yelling about her car door, and this old man was shaking his fist at us through the windshield. Finally, our front bumper hit a concrete curb so hard that everything shuddered to a stop. The engine died with this terrible grinding noise, and smoke started rising from under the hood. Emma and I sat there in complete silence, both white as ghosts, realizing we were in the deepest trouble of our lives. When our parents came running out of the store, half the parking lot was staring at us. Shopping carts were everywhere, car alarms were still blaring, and there was this lady taking pictures of the scratch on her door. My mom's face went through about 12 different emotions in 5 seconds, while my dad just stood there with his mouth hanging open, still holding a gallon of milk. The police came. Insurance people came. Angry customers surrounded our car, demanding to know who was paying for their damages. My dad spent the next 3 hours on the phone with insurance companies, while my mom apologized to everyone in sight. We got banned from that grocery store, and I didn't get to touch anything with buttons or keys for the next 6 months.